how you see technology going on, you see transformation in the industry of the law firms. How do you see that? What are the emergence that you noticed in Brazil, in Latin America as well?
Well, first of all, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here again. The event is fantastic. So let's pass to technology, right? We see many changes. We see geopolitical changes. We see changes in technology, and we have to adapt. It's not a matter of if we do have to do that. So we've been doing that for a while now. We have a specific program for it. It's called Think Future, that we look in different ways on this particular formation and how we can embed more technology into what we do. The first part is kind of trying to make things that we already do well, doing it better. So it's a way of changing the process, improving the process that we already have. We have also the components of innovation being inventing new things, but we do divide that in two. So the first one is inventing new things, also important, but doing better what we already do. So changing the structure of what you do, the processes what you do, to be better, faster, and more efficient. The second part, let's say, in this pillar is how can we make new professionals? Because at the end, I was trained in one way and most of my partners were trained in a certain way. But now you have different threats, different technologies, and different ways of doing things. So we do have a part of this program that we look into shaping the lawyer of the future at the end. So how the future partners, when I'm not at the firm anymore, how will then they tackle the different challenges and work through these challenges?
Which ones do you see as emerging in your firm, and specific ones that you are tackling right now?
So if you talk about specific, some of the areas, they have different challenges and they have some specific things that they use only by themselves. For example, my area of expertise on the vertical side is compliance and investigation. So we do use a lot of technology related to research, to do due diligence, background checks, and everything else. So we use specific things for it. We have LexisNexis, we have Dow Jones, we have a number of great companies with great technology to help us with that. We also use a lot of things to data mining. So relativity is one of the main ones, most used in the world, but that we use a lot. If you go to the side of going to the firm as a whole, we look in different ways. So the first one is we developed our AI platform. So we used something that came from the market and then we transformed it. We use that in a sandbox style, so pretty much not communicating with the external part of the world, because we do have sensitive data, so we use that inside only, pretty much blocked for everything else. And so we call it ILA, the artificial intelligence that we developed internally. That is being of great use. So that's bringing us to the next step. We also use copilots pretty much embedded everywhere, because the system that we have from Microsoft, so it's on Excel, Word, and everything else, also on the cell phone. So copilots help you summarize things very fast. And we also use Harvey. So I think that looking at the firm as a whole, I would mention these three. The same movements that I see in Latin America.